Hello, 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 my friends. It is Manifestation Monday. How's your Monday been going, guys? I hope it's going very well. This is Lisa with Inspired Heart Intuitive. And here at this channel, I help you lead a spirit led, whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. So we're starting back again, everyone, with some of our most regular segments that we used to do. You know, I haven't had this channel very long, and we've done quite a few things over a very short period of time. But there are a few things that I feel resonated the most with my subscribers, with my tribe. And one of them is the discussions that we have had on manifestation. And so I wanted to be sure that we do a weekly segment on that topic on manifestation, and we'll see where it grows from there. But that's such a buzzword right now, right? Like, I know everyone, a lot of people you talk about in your world probably, and you'll find out that they are either watching Abraham Hicks, his wife actually channel him, or they're watching any number of manifestation, law of action teachers. There's a lot of them out there. So I am really happy and pleased that and honored that any of you would want to spend a little time with me talking about manifestation. So today, as is in the title, we're going to go back to basics, but probably a little bit deeper than we thought we would originally, right? We're going to talk about the law of attraction. This concept of attraction has been around for quite some time, and in fact is one of the 12 universal laws. Don't ask me to 12 of them, we'll do that another time. But within the law of attraction, most of us don't realize that there are, in fact, 7 sub-laws there. And so that's what we're going to go over tonight. We're going to go through these 7 laws of the law of attraction. We're going to go through them one by one, and we're going to go be here for about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. Well, hello, Steph. How are you, love? So good to see you. We're going to go through them one by one. Again, hopefully we'll be here for about 35 minutes, and then we'll take some questions or we'll do some readings. All right? Wonderful. Glad to hear it. Okay, so 7 laws within the law of attraction. Law number 1 is the law of manifestation. If you see me looking down, I jotted down some notes so I don't get sidetracked and don't forget. The law of manifestation. So what manifestation says, quite simply, is what we focus on constantly and consistently manifests in our lives. What we think is what we get in the physical world. Now, if you've come to this level of spirituality, Christianity, okay. Sorry, I just got a couple of text messages. Okay. If you've come to this from Christianity, you'll know that there's a heavy importance in Christianity paid to, hello, Miss LaShawn. Yes, you caught me live, love. And just in time. We're on law number 1 of the 7 laws of attraction. There's sub-laws underneath the main heading of the law of attraction. In Christianity, there's an importance put upon getting your thought life in order, getting your mind in order. The Bible talks in many washing your mind with the renewing your mind with the washing of the word. It talks a lot about your thought life, right? So a man thinks, so is he, In fact, Jesus taught that if you even think about adultery, you've already committed it in your mind, right? So the mind is a very, very powerful tool. It is, I would probably say, the driving force and the most powerful tool when we talk about the law of attraction and or manifestation in general. And this is why you have to be able to conceive it in your mind before you can conceive it in your belly. You have to believe it in your mind before you can send out the energy, emotions, and the vibrations to bring it to you in the physical world. Because without this having a very defined intention, without this having a defined intention set in stone with a firm belief, nothing else can happen. Think about it this way. If you think about a particular person that makes you, or a particular event that makes you happy, made you happy in the past, okay? So let's say it's the birth of your child, or a graduation, or a wedding, or just going outside and observing the flowers and hearing the birds sing. If I say to you, oh, I went outside this morning, the sun was shining, the birds were singing, a cardinal flew past and landed right in front of me. A blue jay landed over in the tree. And I'm describing this to you, what happens. You get a picture in your mind. And if I describe this to you, unless you're the Grinch, when I make that description to you of the scene outside on my patio this morning, what happens? You get happy. Your emotions become joyous. So the law of manifestation states that what we focus on constantly manifests in our lives, and what we think is what we get in the physical realm. That's just baseline. That's just, it is what it is. That's law number one. That's the first part of the law of attraction. Law number two, the law of magnetism. We are always drawing to us what we have in our lives. So sit with that for a second and you think about what's in your life. Now, this is a tough one because this requires us to accountability and responsibility for our thought, our emotion, especially our thought life. We will focus in on the thought life because the law truly focuses in on the mind, right? Believe it, receive it. Believe it, conceive it, receive it. Everyone, as you're coming in, if you don't mind, please hit the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So law number two, underneath the 7 laws of the law of attraction, the magnetism, we are always drawing to us what we have in our lives. The law of attraction is always, guys, it is always there. I mean, you've heard me say over and over again, the answer is always yes. The answer is always yes. Even if our thoughts are negative, the answer is always yes. Always. Even if we're thinking, oh gosh, man, I don't know if that car is going to be running the next time I head out to that driveway and turn the key. Was always yes. Eventually, that car's not going to work because that's what we've drawn to us. The energy you comes back at the same frequency. So now I'm going to go back biblically. You guys know I am unabashedly teaching from the Bible because biblical principles are in fact spiritual principles. If I was Buddhist or Hindu, I would teach from those teachings. but I'm not. No offense to it, but I'm not. So we're going to teach from this. If you look upon the book of Job, and the opening kind of scene is Job, and he's got all the stuff, right? He's got a big family. He's very wealthy to do. He's got a wonderful wife. Everything's good. A lot of cattle, a lot of land, a lot of houses, a lot of people working for him. He is the wealthiest man on earth. And then the scene cuts to Lucifer, the enemy, the devil. And he's in the court of heaven, right? He's speaking to God, because Lucifer, don't forget, was an angel. He's a fallen angel. So he's still, and I imagine God every now and again he still gives him audience. It's a court. The defense attorney and the prosecutor allowed in the courtroom, no matter if one's crooked and one's not. So the devil is saying, oh, look at Job. God saying, look at Job. Look, he's a good and faithful servant. And the devil says, well, of course he is, because you hedge of protection around him. I can't touch him. I can't touch him because you set this hedge of protection around him. The interesting thing in all of that is God does not say to him, well, too bad, so sad, because God knew that actually there was a little sliver. The door was open just a little bit for the enemy to flood. Well, he said to him, he says, hello, Heather, how are you, love? He says to him, God says to him, look, I'm going to remove my hedge of protection, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We're talking about the law of magnetism here, what we are always drawing unto what we have in our lives. Hi, Fran. God says, okay, I'm going to remove the hedge, but you could take, but you can't take his life. Right? You can't take his life. And because the enemy had said, hey, look, if you take your hedge off of him and I come in and I start messing with his life, his little world, he's going to turn around and curse you. And God said, no, he ain't going to do. He's not going to do. He's not going to do. What the devil didn't even recognize, but what God knew, because God is always fair. Job had been walking around. Now, once this all happened, what did Job say? If you go to the book of Job and read it, what did Job say? Job said, that which I feared the most come upon me. That says to me, Job had been thinking about that this was a possibility. Job had been worrying and wringing his hands about what happens if my kids die, what happens if my, all my stuff is taken away, what happens if I don't have any of this, I don't have my health, I don't have any of this. He had already been thinking this before it actually happened. So the enemy already had license to come in and mess with him. He just didn't realize it. Now, because God in his plans and righteousness had kept the hedge of protection around him, basically protecting him against his own thought life. I mean, yes, he went through a lot, Heather. But the point I'm making here is this. In law number 2, the law of magnetism, we are always drawing to us what we have in our lives right now. So if you look at what you have in your life right now, and again, I am not blaming you. I am not saying this. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying it is what it is. We have now what we have been drawing to us as a magnet for quite some time. The first law of the law of attraction of the 7 laws is the law of manifestation. That which we are constantly thinking is what we manifest in our life. That must mean somehow that our thought life dictates our energy or our vibrational life, which which dictates the level of magnetism and dictates what we're drawing to us as spiritual magnets into the realm. If you think about a magnet, and if you have little slivers of metal all around and you set that magnet down, what do all the little, and they attach themselves right to that magnet. That's what you're doing. You are everything that is in your thought life is bringing it to you. So if you keep drawing in no good buttheads for partners, I used to tell my girlfriends all the time, well, honey, we must need to change polarity. I didn't even know what I was saying. We must need to change our polarity because we keep drawing in these no good buttheads. Exactly, Heather. Exactly. That fear the most comes upon you. That which you are pleased and happy about and positive about the most will also come upon you. So prosperity can come upon you. Peace can come upon you. Wholeness can come upon you. A peaceful home can come upon you. Your children being loving, wonderful, productive members of society can come upon you. That perfect soulmate that loves and honors and cherishes you and supports you and using can come upon you. It's that which you're thinking the most on, which in turn is what you're drawing in life. And remembering that the law of attraction is always at work. The answer is always yes. The energy you put out comes back at the same frequency in which it was sent. So I have other videos that are part of a manifestation playlist, and I've said this in some of the other videos. When you have an opportunity, you can go back and talk. We need to raise our vibrations and send out our emotions. Emote. Emotions is energy in motion. And I bring it from here because that emotion comes from our heart, comes from our power, our sacral, up through our root chakra, up through our sacral, up through our power, through the heart and the throat. It comes out. So what the energy is out in motion is what it gathers and brings back to us. Now we've gone through two. Law number one was the law of manifestation, our thought life. On is what we manifest. Law number two is the law of magnetism. Whatever frequency we're vibrating at, that's what we're bringing into us. We have created our lives, folks. What that also means is we can recreate our lives. Don't sit in the negative about it. The positive side is the life we have now does not have to be the life we have tomorrow. 2 years from now or 10 years from now. It doesn't have to be. Law number three, the law of unwavering desire. I love this one. All intentions that you have are free of all intentions that you have. Hello, Yeshia. Well, we are to do that. We're going to empower you to do that, dear. The third law, the law of unwavering desire. Now, remember, now we've talked about life. We've talked about now that we create our own world by what we've drawn to us because of our thought life, which is our energy. It is an energy regulator when we are controlled here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. All intentions that you have are free of doubts. Whether good or bad, your intentions must be stable and certain in order to manifest. Let that sit there for a minute. Are the negative beliefs that you hold stronger than the positive ones about yourself? And I want you to own that for a moment. Are the negative beliefs you have about yourself and your life more powerful than the positive ones? If that's true, focus on positive things. Think positively about them, be it whatever it is you're seeking to manifest, and yourself. We have to come to a point where our belief in ourselves and our belief in our birthright as infinite divine being, the belief that our birthright is to have whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life, being spirit-led the entire time. I will challenge you, Heather says, if you're not reading the live chat, you're watching the replay. They are technically equally powerful. Yes, they are. However, we tend to dwell negative. At least she's saying that she does lately. So she needs to flip the switch. They are equally as powerful point. But whichever one is ingrained further in your belief system is the one you'll operate and resonate from. Sometimes, beloveds, we don't even recognize it's what we're doing because it's been so deeply ingrained in us on our cellular level. Yes, that's right. Miss LaShawn, it's not just her. It's a ton of us. The vast majority of us, I would venture to say. And I would also venture to say, my dear, that a lot of us don't recognize that a lot of these beliefs that we have about ourselves have been ingrained in us from childhood or past life position, and they are now cellular, that we literally have to cleanse ourselves of them. You see, and I've even been dealing with this in my own life. Living by a shoe poverty mentality, the poverty lifestyle, just barely making it. Even though I'm successful, still living that way. And I had to look at it and say, why in the world don't I feel like I should be living a prosperous life? Everything provided for plus the desires. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing it you. I'm living the way that I should live. I'm being good to my fellow man and fellow woman. Now, so here we are, number 3. Been beat down for 8 years. Yes, it is hard to snap back to yourself when you've been beat down, but we're going to talk about that. I try to think positive out of the situation. Gratitude is my attitude. Yes, and that's coming up. That's so important. Heather, I just listen to sad music and cry. It doesn't make better. If I listen to upbeat music, I feel great. When I start to do that, I put on Cardi B. I like gosh. Well, good old Cardi will make you feel good about yourself. Let me tell you, that girl feels very good about herself, and I'm here for it. We'll talk about that here, because there is, and then that's probably going to be another discussion for another day about cleansing all of this out. We want to go get through these laws here. Okay? Remember that your intentions you have, all intentions, good or bad, are free of doubts. Now you might say, but that's not my intention. I don't intend to live an impoverished life, or I don't intend to live a life that's not at peace. I don't intend, that's not what I want. So if that's not what you want, then we need to change your thought life, change your intention. If that's not what you want, then you need to sit with yourself during meditative times or prayer times or whatever your times are called. But in your quiet time, you need to sit with yourself and say, self, we need to have a talk and change your intention. God, honey, I'm telling you, I'm giving you what God's got to say to you, Miss Norma. These are principles that I have put forward and put to work in my own life. So I can't tell you all anything that I haven't lived already. And I'm continuing to live. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm a heck of better off than I was. I'm not where I used to be. Okay? So you sit with yourself and you, this isn't me. This isn't me. Why do I have this in? Heath Blair, I'm making you a moderator, by the way. I hope you don't mind. So this isn't my intention, right? So you sit with yourself and you say, this isn't what I want. We're changing our hair, folks. And why do I not feel on a deep, deep level that I deserve better? And the truth comes. Because if you ask for the truth comes. But you have to be ready to receive it. Your higher self knows the truth. You just got to give it a voice to tell you. Well, hello, Stacy. How are you? Oh, we're going to talk about obsession in a minute. We're actually going to talk about obsession in a minute. Thank you. That's one of the laws. So we've gone through 3 laws now. Let me recap. For those that have just joined, we talked about the law of manifestation, your thought life. What you think is what you get. Just wait for me to say it. What you think is what you get. Ooh, you can only add good. Girl, that's good. And if that's all you can ask for, Steph, right now, then start there. Because that's where I had to start. What I couldn't conceive of anything else but what I needed. Okay. Thought life. Law number 1. Law of manifestation. Your thought life, what you get. Everybody, please also don't forget to hit the like button as well. The law of magnetism. Okay. We are always us. What we have in our lives. So what you have now is exactly what you have brought to you. Heath Blair, that's what we're putting in tonight. The 3rd law is the law of unwavering desire. All your intentions are free of doubts. Whether they're good or they're bad, or they're bad intention. Yes, you did, Miss LaShawn. Thank you. Ooh, it's hot. I need to turn that fan over here. The intention, right? Good intention or bad intention, whatever your intentions are towards yourself is what manifests. Now, we're law number 4, the law of delicate balance. Everything in the universe works in a balanced cycle. We must balance ourselves, enjoying and appreciating what we have now and always. Avoid becoming desperate, anxious, or Stacy, this is for you, dear, obsessed with our future goals. Work towards them, but remember what you have now. So here is the point to that. When we become obsessed with our future or that which what we are seeking to attract and or manifest in our lives, What that is honestly saying to Supreme Source is, we don't have the faith that you're going to bring it to us. We don't have faith. We don't have faith. We don't have faith. I want. I need. Universe, I need. God, I need. Supreme Source, I need. Spirit, I need. Whatever, or her, Goddess, I need. I need. We get obsessed with it. Much like any of you who have children, or have raised children, or been around children, when they want something, or they feel like they're not being heard, ma, and it gets louder and more insistent and more insistent. And I could tell you, being a mother, on your last ever loving nerve. Child, I heard you 20 minutes ago. Stop it. I told you yes or no. Nothing used to infuriate me more than when my children would say, can I have such and such or so and so? Yep, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get it for you. But now, in this moment, I'm going to go in a little bit. Now, I've already said I'm going to go get you the ice cream. Okay? Like when you order food, we don't obsess over the food. We believe that's good. Yes, I'm going to read that in a minute. Thank you, Heather. Everybody, if you can, read Heath Blair's statement. So I had told them I'm going to get the darn ice cream, but I said I'm going to go get it later. I didn't tell them when later, but I said I'm going to go get it later. What happens 20 minutes later? Ma, can I have that? Are you still going to get the ice cream? Child, I told you I was going to get that ice cream. That would just infuriate me, because you know what that would make me feel like? Are you doubt word? I already told you you could have it. Remember, the answer is always yes. I've told you you can already have it. Why obsessing over it? Why do you keep asking me? Now, Heather Heath Blair says, like when we order food, we don't obsess over the food. We believe the waitress will bring us the food, the meal we ordered. We know it. The same. You're exactly right. So how do we not obsess over it? First of all, we need to check ourselves and say, why are we obsessing over it? Why do we doubt? Second of all, not obsessing over it does not equate to not working towards it. A good way to keep our mind from obsessing and our heart from obsessing is to continue to take steps towards it, towards our goal. So I have a goal that this will be that my YouTube ministry, other things, my spiritual ministry will be or is my full time. That this is what I do on a full-time basis. So I believe that that is true. And I operate in this as a full-time gig. I put a lot of time into this. Right? I work this almost as much as my day job. However, I'm not obsessing. And when I start to obsess over it, I'm taking control back rather than allowing God, Creator, to bring it to me in the most excellent way, in the way that only He knows will be in my best interest. See, obsess over things, we take control back because we don't believe it's going to happen. We can still take steps towards it. faith without works is truly dead. So I could sit here and say, I have a prosperous spiritual ministry that completely provides for my person, plus gives me the desires of my heart on time. Whole, nothing missing, nothing broken, and it's prosperous. Now, but if I wasn't doing a blessed thing towards it, it ain't going, right? We have to put work towards it. But we have to put that work towards it being each moment. Everything works in balance. We have to be in concert with the balance. We have to harmony with the balance. And always, always, always appreciative and showing the attitude of gratitude for what we have now. I am forever grateful. If nothing else comes of this, exactly what it is right now. If no one else ever finds me, if no one else ever asks me for anything, another reading, another Reiki, another intuitive reading, another nothing, if no one else asks me, I'm so blessed to have been able to reach those that I have now. I am thankful for the people that are in this room right now. I am thankful for the people that are going to watch this later. Good evening, Miss Franny. I'm grateful for Miss Franny to be here right now. Shonda Rise Astrology, please do check her channel out. She's amazing. And an amazing manifester as well. You want some other, I give the maternal, very structured teaching on manifestation. She's structured teaching also, but she will hit you upside that head. Boop, what's wrong with you? She's really good with that affirmation, and she's very strong about it. So, and I love her for it because she keeps me in line. But so we're on the fourth law, right? Balance. Stay in balance. There's I'm believing for it. Balance with I'm so grateful for what I have right. I'm working towards it, and it all meets in the middle. Okay? Stay thankful. Stacy, I saw you in here about business, and I operate in my business, in the business world. I do not obsess. I set the goals in my business, okay? These are the goals I wish to achieve. And I come up with a plan to achieve it, but I'm always adapt and be nimble and be spirit-led because that plan I have may not be the best plan to achieve that goal. So I'm always moving the spirit, and each milestone along the way, Stacy, as I hit each milestone, I'm so thankful. Even the little, I'm thankful. And I remember always to stop and say, thank you, God. Thank you so much. Stay there. Okay, so we've gone through 4. Stacy, I hope you're still here, and I hope you heard that, and I hope that blesses you. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment if we need to. Sub-laws of the laws of attraction. Okay? 1, the law of manifestation, our thought life. What we think is what we get. Law of magnetism. We are always drawing to us what's in our life right now. So you've drawn it all to you. So draw it. You can change it, you can recreate it, but understand and take accountability for you drew this to you. Law of fire. All intentions that you have, good or bad, are free of doubts. So whatever your intentions are, the ones that are the most stable in your life and the most certain are the ones that manifest. Jesus said in Mark 11:24, therefore I tell you, all that you ask for in prayer, and it shall be yours. Yes, he is believe. Okay, Heather, yes, that is exactly right. So I'm talking about these steps to believing that, gaining that belief. Understand, folks, I am teaching from biblical principles, so this is, I'm also bringing it out and taking it just at face spiritual law value, not negating in, but taking it for a spiritual law, okay? Spiritual practices, okay? The fifth law of the law of attraction is the law of harmony. Everything in the universe is in harmony with each other. We're but one of billions upon billions of energy sparks or energy center sources in the universe, and we're all connected one to another. So alignment to the energy of Supreme Source and all each other's sources is the way that we tap into our highest and realest power. Heather, if you could go up and copy and paste, I copied and pasted something up with the information how to reach out to me. Please copy and paste that in here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Now, interesting concept, you guys, the law of harmony. If you notice when you are at perfect peace, yourself and your world around you, things just kind of flow a lot easier, don't they? Manifestation is a whole heck of a lot easier when we're at harmony with those around us or those we're in fellowship with. That's why it's very important to be in fellowship with the right kind of people. Because if you are always around people that are always keeping up crap, thank you, Heather. You will always get crap. If you are always around in fellowship with people that always got a pot of tea on the stove, and either they're spilling their own tea or somebody else's, that's what you're going to get, a bunch of garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. We used to say that all the time when we creating computer programs. Garbage in, garbage out. Thank you very much. Now, the law of harmony says that when we get in harmony one with one and another and then with the Supreme Source, that's when we tap into our real power. That's when we tap into the highest amount of manifestation power. And we walk in power in our daily lives. Do you understand? We walk in that power in our daily lives. So now I choose not to fellowship with those on a high level, right, on a deep level, those that are not being at the same energetic level as I, because they do nothing but bring me down. Do I send positive into them? Oh, most definitely. But I don't seek to lower my vibrational energy to harmonize completely with them. Also, harmony does not in unison. Anybody that's a musician, or if you've ever heard, right, we've all heard songs, you'll notice that the background singers, or there's a harmony usually in the chorus, right, of any song. If you grew up in church, there's three-part harmony. You got sopranos and tenors. Are they all singing the same note? Nope. But guess what? They're in harmony with each other. They harmonize. They're singing on the same beat. They're singing the same words. They're not singing in unison. They're singing in harmony. Yes, exactly, Steph. You're the soprano for your family, right? Soprano's always got the best parts. I'm an alto. Soprano's always got the best parts, but let me tell you, I loved to harmonize with an alto. I loved that intonation. Now, working in harmony and being in alignment with the energy of Supreme Source allows us to walk in our real power, in our highest power. When we are vibrating at the right vibration as He is, when we are in harmony with Him, when we are desiring, attracting what He desires and attracts for us, we're walking in our greatest power. This is also why times like this, when all of us can be together on one accord and harmonizing together, this is a powerful moment in time and space to grab that which you are desiring the most. Why? And what you want to manage. Why? Because one puts 1,000 to flight and two puts 10,000 to flight. When we are all together on the same vibrational level and all in agreement, where two or three or more are gathered, there am I, my name, there I am. We're gathered together tonight, guys. So let out there what we wish to manifest, and all of us put our vibrations together, our positive energy together in harmony, and raise each other's vibrations and go and send that energy out. Because then we're all operating at our highest level. We're all operating in our purest power when we come together like this. Yes, we're together now as we were in the past. It is beautiful that we can come together like we are. Okay? Harmony. So I would encourage any of you all know one another outside of this, please reach out to one another and support each other. I will also encourage you all, come back here every Monday. Come back when you can. Put in the comments what it is you're manifesting. Let us all add. Those of you watch play later, put in the comments down there what you are seeking to manifest. And we will all add our positive energy and vibration, and we will add our highest self, our power to yours. That's what this channel is here for, to bring us all together so we can do this and live our highest life. That's my desire. Live your highest life. Put it down in those comments. I want to know. Every week now, you guys, Mondays at 8 p.m., I will be here. Maybe not in this chair, but I'll be here on YouTube. And every week, we're going to get together and harness together and add our energies to each other. So next week, I want you to make sure you bring a friend. Next week, I want you to tell your friends, your neighbors, whoever it is that you share the spiritual connection with. You guys, I know we sit off in the corner and because we can't tell everybody. But next week, bring your friends. Let's harmonize together. Okay? I don't think we only know our flame from before this life. I believe every person who's touched my life has been with me before, whether in heaven before we came to earth or in the past. Yes, and we'll talk at some point, maybe evening enlightenment. We'll talk about the recycling of energy. Okay, Hey, Lucky. Okay, now we're doing good, guys. We're going a little over what I wanted to, but that's okay. The 7 laws of action. Again, you can replay this later. Law number 1 is the law of manifestation. That what you think is what you get. Number 2, law of magnetism. You have drawn your entire life to you. You draw your life to you, guys. So the law of attraction is always yes. So change your polarization, you change your world. Law of unwavering desire is law number 3. All intentions that you have are, whether they're good or bad, whichever intention you have that is the strongest and the clearest and the most certain is what you're going to bring into you. 4, the law of delicate balance. Everything in the universe works in a balanced cycle, and it is cyclical. So we must balance. Don't get obsessed, yet work towards, and remain in the attitude of gratitude for every little thing that you have and every new thing. I can't say enough. I'm so grateful that that commission check that they owed me $100, and I didn't know they owed me. But it was there. It paid that bill. I'm grateful for that still, and that happened a few days ago. 5, the 5th law, the law of harmony, versus in harmony with each other, and when we are in harmony with one another and supreme sources, when we operate in our highest, greatest power. Okay, people are. Oh, that's my daughter. We need to send my oldest child. Her car, her engine completely went kablooey. Her car had been stolen. She got back. The insurance company was giving her hassle about totaling it out. It should have been totaled out. So if you think about it, Cynthia, just say positive prayers for Cynthia that however God sees fit to work it out, she's going to end up with a new car. The insurance company will total it out. She'll be able to pay off and she can get a new one. So agree with me on that, beloveds. All right. 6, the law of right action. This one's super simple. Yes. Thank you, Franny. Thank you. The law of right action. Basically, this is really easy, folks. Treat others the right, you'll get it back. However you treat other people in your world is exactly how you're going to get it back. You treat them like garbage, you're going to get treated like. You treat them well, positive things come to you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. In fact, let me text her and tell her. Let me tell her my prayer warriors are agreeing with me for a new car. For you that you can easily afford, safe and good on gas. There we go. Now, yes, and voice. All right. She'll eventually. Anyway, that's a whole nother. That's my baby. That's my twin. My Aries twin. Okay, action is the 6th law. Oh, Google now. See, now Bixby's getting in there. Thank you so much. Yes, it's done in Jesus' name. How you treat others is what you get back in your world. Real simple. Yes, she'll get a new whip. Treat everybody right. Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. bless those that despitefully use you. Now I'm gonna tell you, I had to do some work on that over my because you despitefully used me, I was despitefully using you. I was at your, as the late great Bernie Mac said, there'd be some furniture moving. Misunderstanding, there was some furniture moving. So, I had a hard time with that. But that's honestly true. And if you guys think about it this way, when we're operating at lower level vibrations, bless those who despitefully, yes, the hardest thing to do. It's hard to, yeah, you pray for them and give them to God, but that's blessing them too now. You pray them, yes, and release them. You got to forgive them, and you got to mean it. Because if you're holding in your heart, your prayers are not answered. So if you haven't forgiven them, your prayers aren't answered. Not only are your prayers not answered, prayers don't get answered for yourself because you're holding ill within you. You got to get it out. It's a can. You got to get it out. It will suffocate you. You got to get it out. Light cannot flow through where and darkness and frustration reside. When I do Reiki sessions, don't like being a cancer. I love being a cancer because I will tell you, I will know what you're thinking before you're thinking it. And if you do me wrong, I just look straight up and say, Father, I'm gonna leave this one to you because they was wrong and they know they was wrong. But I know what you're doing before you do it. Do the friend, yes, that's a very good Benjamin Franklin. Doing this now for my ex to bless him, even though he hurt me. Yes, honey. Yes. I had to do the same thing with my ex. Let me tell you, that was the hardest thing to do. And my mama, Denise, you are a stronger Christian woman than I am right now. She said, because I have a hard time praying good for that man. They don't understand God, and some of them honestly mean to do what they're doing, but it is what it is. That's not my monkeys. That's on you. But I'm going to do right by you because it's the right thing to do. Now nobody. Okay, let's okay, I'm going to talk about this give thing. Let me go over the 7th law though, guys, because I want to get through the teaching so that those that are watching can see the teaching, and then we're going to talk about giving and giving and giving and not getting in return, because that is something we do definitely discuss. Okay, here we go. Here's the last law number 7, the law of universal influence. Our energies affect everyone around us, positively or negatively. Remember that everyone is connected, beloveds, in some way. Even our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions will affect other people. Even our thoughts, guys, our thoughts will affect. Why? Because our thoughts manifest. Our thoughts manifest. The more positive you are, the more positivity or positive influence we have on each other, on others. Let me put this over here. You know what? The next thing I'm gonna manifest is a brand living room set. No, I'm gonna manifest a computer first, then a living room set. Right. There have been times And recently, where I thought something about someone that did, and it happened to them. There have also been times that I thought someone that did me wrong positively. I thought it, then I spoke it, then it happened. If I'm in a bad mood at work or wherever, I can't wait to let these girls down. In a bad at work or wherever, my energy will bring the whole place down. Yes, Miss LaShawn, I hear you, baby. It'll bring down. Just like if I enter into a room, if you enter into a room and you have a level of positivity, will affect everybody around you. Now, I'm just going to tell you a couple of things, and this isn't to brag. This is just to tell you what happens when you operate at the highest level possible for you, or the highest level possible, period. I walk into a lot of these spiritualist meetings, right, that we have locally, and my Reiki master could be in the other room, having not come into that, and he'll call my name. He hasn't seen me because I walk in and the power and the presence comes in with me. I walk into a room and there's peace that comes in with me because I walk in peace. Now, when I walk into a room and going wrong and something, and I'm not happy, I tell you what, everybody in that room knows, Hurricane Lisa has walked in here to Mama Bear, especially by my kids. Mama Bear has walked in the room and she's not happy and it's about to go down. Your thoughts and your energy affect everybody and everything around you. So if you walk around with that knowledge, you will be very careful in how you project your, because your energy could block somebody else from getting their blessing because you're negative about the situation. I had to talk about one of my managers because I don't particularly care for that man. But I had to be very, very careful what my negativity about him was infectious. Everybody else was like, yeah, you're right. Because I'm positive, You're right. He's a jerk. Well, he is a jerk, but I can't walk around like that. So we have to be very careful. Very, very careful. What Reiki is? Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. So we're going to those of us watching this. I'm going to review one more time the 7 laws of attraction. Law number 1 is the law of manifestation. What you think is what you get. Law number 2 is the law of magnetism. We're always drawing to us what we have in our lives right now. Change your polarity, you change your world. The law number 3 is the law of unwavering desire. Whatever your intentions are, whatever the strongest intentions you have stable and the most certain is what you will get. Law number 4, the law of delicate balance, is everything in the universe comes in, has to be in a balanced cycle. So you must balance with desire. Do not obsess. Law number 5 is the law of harmony. Everything in the universe is in harmony. Come harmoniously with others so you can walk in your highest power and harmoniously with Supreme Creator as well. The 6th law of right action. Do right by folks. You do bad by folks, you get bad karma. That's basically it. And law number 7 is the law of influence. Our energies influence and affect everything and everyone around us. We're all connected. The more positive you are, the more positive influence we have on others and the more positive influence we have on our own lives. So those that have watched, tuned in for this, for the teaching, we're done with the teaching. And I thank you so very much for tuning in and watching this replay. You can contact me, the information down in the box below, heartofinspiration18@gmail.com. If you wish to get a Reiki session or a tarot reading, Reiki will realign your energies, okay? If there's some blockages and you know you've got a lot of anger, guys, reach out to me, book a Reiki session. Let's get those blockages out. Let's get the positive energy flowing so that you can manifest at your highest level. So those that are watching for that purpose, thank you, thank you, thank you. God's blessings be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Now I'm going to turn my attention to everybody in this chat room. We're going to have some more fun. All right, here we go. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Okay, that's over. Let's have some fun. Let's talk a little bit more. So questions, I've been paying very little attention to the chat, answering as I could. I want to, I said what Reiki was. Miss LaShawn, did you grasp that? Reiki is, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Reiki is the practice of energy transference healing. Basically, in the church, we would call it the anointing. It is doing chakra work. A good Reiki practitioner will be able to also see in past lives your generational issues, things like that. We can go in through the energy transference and conduct and cut cords, break open areas like chakra areas that are just presenting blocked. And sometimes, sometimes our sight is blocked, sometimes our power is blocked, but we go in and we transfer that energy. And in my Reiki sessions, I also know how to meditate and get into that meditative state, so you can kind of do self Reiki, if you will. But it's a practitioner will help get the deep. You're so welcome, Yeshia. You're so welcome. Yes, it's the anointing. At some point, maybe I'll teach on what Reiki is again on Thursday night. But yes, it's just the anointing. So when I was in the church, right, I would lay on people or I pray for you over the phone and the anointing would transfer, and that's how it worked, right? The anointing would fall. That is really all that it is. But now with Reiki, I know how to be more of a channel for it so that it doesn't exhaust me. So that's wonderful. Yes, I would love, Heather, I would love to do a Reiki session. Okay. Lucky, it's amazing. And is she learning like the Usui? Hopefully, Usui, because that really is, that's the right way to do it. Yes, it is proven therapy. It will heal physical issues and everything. Even the University of Wisconsin in Madison, they're starting to employ Reiki practitioners to come in and work with cancer patients, and they're having tremendous healing. No, well, no. She became a Buddhist. But a lot of this is all tied in. Reiki was developed by Dr. Usui, and he was a Christian teacher that sought out how to operate with healing, like laying on of hands, and asked him, they were teaching on Jesus laying on hands and healing the sick, and the student said, well, can you do that? And he was like, well, no. And the student said, why not? And he was like, I don't know. And so then he went on this journey, this journey, and he would not leave the mountaintop until he got it, and he got it. So there's some Eastern and Western. It's blended. It's wonderful. She's learning everything. Massage therapist. That's wonderful. If anybody is skeptical, we could do that here. The case of the chant. Oh yeah, it does sound like that. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings. Oh, I'm thankful that you're here. You'll have to watch the replay because we just got done with the teaching. So okay, I want to do, guys, for the remainder of the time that we're together, because I do unfortunately have to go back to work tomorrow. No, don't apologize. Thank you for coming. I want to talk a little bit about this giving, but not getting back, because you guys need to set boundaries. I also want to open up the floor for readings tonight as well. You can either do super chat or you can do via PayPal. 10 for 3 cards and 20 for 5. And also 20 for intuitive. Okay. Because that is something that, if you've noticed, we've been doing a lot more of, is the intuitive. But I mean, there's some people in here I already know my messages, but so if you wish to have cards pulled, it'd be 10 for 3 and 20 for 5, 20 for the intuition. 9, 11, you see that all the time. Well, Lucky, I will, we can schedule it anytime. I will work with for you, my love. I will get up in the middle of the night and work with you. Honestly, I would. Not for everybody, but for you. So can we talk about this while you guys are thinking? You could put it in the super chat, or any donation would be welcome. If someone wants to look up the angel number 911 and see what that is, I'm sure there's an angel number. So 222s and 333s too. Can we talk about this concept of giving, and not getting anything back? Just a moment before we start to do readings. Because, guys, we have to set boundaries. I was watching something on Evan Michael's channel, and it was Oprah's top 10 things for success, right? And one, setting boundaries. And guys, we've talked about this before, and we might talk about it tomorrow in Toxic Relationship Day, because that's what it's going to be, TRT, Toxic Relationship Tuesday. We're called to be doormats. We're not called to be doormats. Okay? We are meant to walk in power. Now, yes, we're give and be good to people, but that doesn't mean we're supposed to give and not set boundaries, because there are healthy boundaries. For instance, some people have said to me, 911 to pursue your life purposes, light workers. Did you see that, Lucky? Thank you, Fran. Yes, giving, but that doesn't mean we're to be giving to the point where we get used. So some people probably wonder, why do I charge or ask for a donation for readings sometimes and sometimes I ask for donations because there is an exchange of here. And the exchange of energy here is done by money. If we were in a church service, just got done preaching an hour-long message, first of all, right now, the choir would have been queued up and the things would have been going, and we'd have been having a good time. Y'all have been to black church, y'all know what I'm talking about. We'd have been on a praise break right about now. And I probably would have called everybody up to the front, and we would have been laying hands on everyone, and we'd have been touching and agreeing on what it was that you sought to manifest, which we need to do that now. Please, if you can, and you wish to, put in the chat what you're seeking to manifest. So we can all touch and agree on that. So that's what we would have been doing. And then we would have been taking up an offering. This is no different. Okay? And thank you, Heather. So I could do it on a regular basis by giving them do it for free. And I do it from time to time. But I don't do it. And I tell you what, if I continue to do it for free, there are times when I do that. Wow, I just gave this person some information that would change their life. And they, when I do it free will, and don't even bother to acknowledge that and then like even give a small donation, that makes me really value what would just happen, A, and B, wow, because if someone had done that for me, I would have done that for them. So this keeps everybody on the same level, okay? Slates are clean. Nobody got no feelings. Hard not to process. Right. So it's not hard to process. Not hard to process. Thank you, Garden. I appreciate that. So guys, you can't keep giving and giving and giving of yourself. When we have something we're supposed to do or say for someone, let's not say not be positive, because you should be positive. But when we have something we're supposed to do or say, and we do that, and we get the release from the spirit that we've done what we're supposed to do, then that, don't allow your heartstrings to get pulled, and then you keep doing. Do what you're supposed to do and keep it moving. It's true. I thought, oh, thank you so much. We just do what we're supposed to do. What we're supposed to do. We move and the spirit moves. All right. Let me see somebody here. So guys, you can't keep giving, because you know what that does? Then that brings up resentment. A feeling of resentment. And when you have a feeling of resentment and anger, when those feelings are in operation, you can't manifest. Those aren't positive energies, guys. You're not emoting at your highest level. And you're not working in your highest level of power. Okay? Okay, someone in here, Rhiannon, this is for someone in here, the sorceress. Rhiannon says you're a magical person who can manifest. Maybe that's for the entire group. Now I have none. I have learned the hard way. Even when you have nothing, still, yep, take advantage of you. Hey, Keisha, you have to get tough with some folk. You sure do. Hey, Keisha, girl. So this is the collective group. I knew I was supposed to pull this. Those of you that were in here for this today, the goddess card for us is Rhiannon, the sorceress. We are all magical people who can manifest your clear intentions, you all, into reality. I'm going to read what Rhiannon has to say. Keisha, we're doing $10 tonight for 3 cards, 5 cards for 20, or an intuitive reading, be it channeling or whatnot, for 20 as well. Okay, Rhiannon. This is powerful, you guys. So those of you that have been here, thank you, Lucky. Thank you. I appreciate you, my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful moderator. And we'll also do oracle cards for, just put a 1 in there. I'll pull an oracle card for you guys. A large power. This is for those of us that were in this teaching, or those of us that are here now even. A power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you've been indoors too long, you can recapture your personal power by simply stepping out. This simple motion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleeping, magical, spiritual nature. Allow the moon and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Resume the mission that was once aborted through the misdeeds of past. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magic that is life itself. This is accomplished, and you're the only one that can help. Have absolute faith that your dream is manifested, you guys. Yeah. Have absolute faith your dream is manifested. Make a clear decision. Are you listening now? Are you listening? Make a clear decision with your clear intention. Put your energy into manifesting your dream. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. And keep your thoughts focused on fire and away from fear. Powerful. Powerful. That's the collective message. I think Miss Cynthia is texting us. She says, thank you, everyone. Praise God. She said either the car or a new engine. She's praising God, just waiting on how God wants her to move. Thank you, everyone. She says, thank you, prayer warriors. My oldest daughter, Cynthia. Hey, Miss Virgo. That was powerful. I'm going to read Rhiannon again. A message that I don't want. That needs to, wow. I need to put that into the chat. Okay. Yeshia, yes, I'm going to do that. Am I pronouncing? Yeah. No, I'm not pronouncing. Yesenia. Okay, I'm so sorry. It looked like a distance, Yesenia. I put my boobs all in your face. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm gonna this for Lucky, and then I'm gonna pull for Yesenia. Yesenia. You guys do not forget, please, once this goes up, do not to put what you are believing for in the comment section. Please don't forget to do that. Because I don't want any of us, I want us all to touch and agree on that. You know, I was calling you Yeshia, and it's like, right? He is here. And his message for you, Yesenia, is very clear to me. He says, my beloved daughter, my valued sister, yes, you are both the same at the same time. You're a king. Therefore, you are also a princess or my sister. You yourself, Yesenia, are a master yourself, but you don't yet fully understand power lies because so many have told you that you have none. There's so much doubt and fear because of what's been put upon you. But today, if you step out in complete faith, if you step away from fear, Yesenia, the Lord says, I will break every chain that has bound you, every ill-spoken word over you, I'm canceling right now. I'm canceling all plans that were meant to destroy you. I'm canceling the plan of the enemy to drag you down and keep you down. All bondage. I'm sending a breakthrough. I'm sending angelic hosts to walk and talk with you and protect you. Yesenia, I'm protecting you right now. Generations of Yesenia are broken right now in the name of Jesus. I see a woman about 2 to 3 generations ago. 3 generations ago. And she married this man because she was scared and destitute. And she didn't want to be in poverty anymore. So it's a great grandmother, perhaps, what I'm seeing, 3 generations. With this man, she didn't know that this man did not mean her any good. And understand that this man's intentions were to keep her in bondage and in poverty and basically in servitude to him. She was always in service. She always felt like she couldn't say or do anything for fear that he would walk out and leave her and the children. Passed down generationally to you. But right now, Jesus is saying you don't have to live like that any longer. I'm breaking all those chains of verses. That's not for you. This is not what you want. You have to, though, reach out to him. And you have to, with your mouth, say, I wish to live and not die. I wish to prosper and not fail. I wish to have the best for me, the best you have for me. I let go of all shame, I let go of all curses. All of it is canceled. You're sitting, it's powerful. You have the power to recreate your entire world. And Jesus is setting it down in front of your feet right now. And all you have to get and believe. New job. Perfect peace in your home. People are going to wonder how you were able to get the job and the career that you wanted. Doors are being opened for you even. Okay. Okay. Yes, Sonny, it's all yours. You have the ability and the power to recreate your entire world. But you have that which you want. Speak it and believe it. See it in your brain first. See it in your brain. Speak it so that your ears hear it. Speak it, think it, speak it, hear it, and believe it here. Okay, Lucky. Here we go. I don't know if I missed anybody saying wanted to moderators. I know, and Heather. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm flustered right now. Okay, and I'm hot. Lucky, share your wisdom. Did you own it? Somebody else got this. No, Miss Virgo. Hey, Pearl. Share your wisdom, my dear. So it's time, Lucky, for you to come out of the woodwork. It's time to come out of the shadows and start sharing the wisdom you have with others. Yes, set the fear down. Let the fear go. God is not giving you a spirit of fear, Yesenia, but a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. That's what God's given you. Lucky, share your wisdom. Yes, yes, Queen. You have an ancient, powerful wisdom. Ms. Virgo got this morning. I got it. You have an ancient and powerful wisdom within you about what's true, the true rules of right and wrong. You came to this planet, my dear, to make big changes, and you're not alone in this mission. You need to share changes with society, with others, with like-minded people. The more indigos who know their true purpose, because people like you awaken them to it, Lucky, the more effective mission will be. Okay. Heather. Love, huh? Stretch, guys. Oh, boy. Okay. Lucky, you should have been in my last class. Yes. I'm so sorry. I've been up all day and just now I'm a little tired. Um, Heather, Heat Blair, is your person a Pisces? Heat Blair? No, so I'm asking. Lucky you should last spiritual ministry class. Where is did she go? Okay, I was like, where did she go? Okay, baby. All right, here we go. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You're a Leo. So I see this being a you're feeling very maternal, nurturing towards this. He's also nurturing towards you. Okay, no problem. He's also nurturing towards you as well. Patient, potentially, but very focused on home, which is kind of probably a little different of you. Like to have a relationship that's focused on home. Earth energy. He's also thinking, he's also quite introspective. Okay, no problem. He's also quite introspective. And he knows himself very well. And he's always seeking to know even more about himself. He hasn't quite gotten comfortable with his intuitiveness, though. And he has a great deal of knowing and knowledge. This isn't going to be fly by night for you with the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's no betrayal here. Ten of Wands in reverse. However, it's going to take a little work for you guys to make things work well together. Because you're going to have to be patient, more patient than you normally are, Leo. This is going to take a little work and time. Pisces don't like to be smothered. They like the freedom, but he's very nurturing and very calming. That's why it's going to take work. I have a decision to make whether or not to move. However, this is Four of Wands energy here, so this is a good thing. This is a union. This is my person type energy here. This is permanent type energy. This is marriage type energy. Although I always giggle at this here in the Arcanum deck because it's a lesbian couple. Oh, baby. Don't be. Yep, you're burdened by it, but you're picking up your burdens and you're going to walk away. You're going to pick up your move and speak your truth, love, with the Queen of Swords in the upright, because that's going to bring you into balance. Sacrifice. Okay, don't be scared of it. The Hanged Man in reverse. And it's going to stop you from feeling so stinking old. He loves you just as you are with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. He want to walk away from you. Yeah, you are, but they don't like to be smothered. So don't do it. I think this is good. I'm digging it. I think you need to tell me you love him. And in fact, I know you need to tell me you love him. And you're gonna have to decide about moving. Did I miss anyone? While I was doing that? Okay. Okay, guys. So on for a little bit longer. If anyone else wants an oracle card, please put a 1 in the description box. If you would like a if you would like a 3-card pull, $10 please, and $20 for an intuitive reading or a 5-card pull. Or you can donate either via Super or my PayPal. You're so welcome, love. You're so welcome, dear. It's been a powerful night, you guys. Thank you for putting that up again. Yes, if you wish to book a personal reading for me, so that all that information is in the description box. But I will tell you, personal readings are $75, Reiki is $75, and that's live via video. If you want a reading, I think it's 40, 30 or 40. What's an oracle card? Oh, it's just one of here. 2 different oracle cards decks at the moment. I'm planning on getting some more. This one is the Indigo Angel Oracle card deck. That is made by Doreen Virtue and her son Charles Virtue. And then the Goddess. No, I not want to walk away from you, goofball. And then I have the Goddess Oracle deck, which is by Guidance Cards, which is also by Doreen Virtue as well. Oracle cards are typically just a real quick message. Anyway, and Reiki and readings together, basically a really just kind of intuitive kind of session, channeling session, if you will, is 100. And I don't remember. I think recorded readings are 30. Yeah, girl, get the wax out your ears, child. Get the wax out your ears. So you guys, yes, please schedule, just email me and we'll time. And I've been working on a website, so you guys can go to the website and schedule readings as well. Okay. I'm zapped though. Wow. Yesenia's that took a lot. That was strong. Sometimes you guys, I get those messages, those words, and they're so strong. So Steph, you have physical outlet. I think that did that pool come today? Steph, because none too soon. This card is saying you need to get some exercise, some physical activity, be it the swimming, go out dancing, go walking. I do need to rest. Oh my gosh. Heather. What's on the 14th, Steph? Oh, it's coming on the 14th. So this card is saying it's none too soon. Yes. Get out and get moving. It's going to help relation stuff. circulatory issue that's not been identified yet. Or maybe it has. Encouragement world, hello. On the sleep. And also being out and about is just going to help your total physical mood. You do have a circulatory issue, you need to walk. Needs a physical activity, even if it's just, even if you can find some time to even do yoga in your house, the stretching, get some physical activity moving. Okay. So that's an oracle card, Steph. Garden plants. Look through the situation and let me, don't do that, please. Okay. Let me to you, garden plants. You're very welcome, Steph. We are like, Heather, we're like totally in tune now. And yes, Heather, I need help with the website. We could talk about that. No, here we go. Look through the situation, garden plants. As an indigo, you may get caught up in the emotions in a situation and feel stressed or frightened. You're quite welcome. Goodbye, Miss LaShawn. Good night. As an indigo, look through the situation. You may get caught up in the emotions in a situation and are frightened. This card reminds you that life will continue long after you've gotten through this challenge and forgotten all about it. The angels ask you to concentrate on the good things in your life and see beyond whatever is going on around you. One of the best to find resolution is by releasing the situation and allowing yourself to feel relief. Take time to relax and imagine what it will feel like trying time is over. Trust that the angels hear your prayers loud and clear and will help you with resolving every aspect of the situation. That's for you, Garden. I will call you and text you. I work tomorrow, but I could probably text during the day. We could talk about where I'm going to host it because I don't know yet. I know. Yes, you're welcome, love. And you're welcome. I saw earlier you said thank you. I was not ignoring you. I apologize. Ooh, guys, wow. Okay, wow, this was good. I'm going to leave this live up as fast as video, but I'm probably going to edit it a little bit, maybe not, for the so I can put manifestation playlist for you most of the day. Oh, yeah, it'll be during the day. But this was a powerful, powerful, powerful time we were together tonight, guys. We will be together again for the next manifestation Monday. Next week, Monday, and every Monday here forward, unless I tell you different. At 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, be here. Because we are going to all work towards manifesting our new, manifesting our most excellent life. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to ask one more time for another sweep. Thank you, Miss stuff. I'm going to ask one more time. Does anyone want an oracle card, or do you want a reading? $10 for a 3-card draw and $20 for cards, or $20 for an intuitive message. Thank you, Garden. Thank you. And I'll give this a minute, or if there's any donations, thank you always for any and all donations to the channel. The next thing that I'm manifesting is a new computer with a new camera. And also, yes, thank you very much for reminding everybody. Yeah, as I set up, we need some lighting and all that kind of good stuff. So those are the next things that I'm manifesting. So any of this can do with the channel, I put it back into it. Okay, guys, last call. And I'm going to make my famous statement. You don't have to go home, but you're going to get up out of here. Last call for readings. Last call. Okay, guys. I'm going to give it just another minute, and then hearing none. All right. Steph, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying not to cuss. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Yes, Lord. I say yes, Lord, yes. Yes, Lord, yes. Say yes, Lord, yes. Good night, dears. Good night. Good night, everyone. You missed the class. Well, I'm about to post it so you can go on and replay it, dear. It was good. Good tonight. I told you it's the Whitney voice. I don't have the Aretha voice. Big Mama's got the Aretha voice. I got the Whitney voice. Okay, guys, I gotta let y'all go. I gotta go. I ain't made my bed up. I stripped my bed down earlier today, and I ain't put no new sheets on there, so I gotta get going. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the morning tomorrow morning. Blessings to you guys. Please don't forget to put in the comments what you are seeking to manifest. All add our faith together and multiply it exponentially. Okay, we can all believe together. Until I see you again, which will be tomorrow morning, we're going to do count one cards. I love each and every one of you guys. Peace, love, blessing. Peace, love, and blessings be unto you today, tomorrow, and forever. I love you guys. Good night.